The Beer Brothers is a comedy podcast where two dumb babies related by blood grew up and now review beers for you, the people. You can drink along if you'd like, but maybe don't do it in your car on the way to work. Drink responsibly. At home. In the dark.
All right, this is the Beer Brothers. We're back at it. It's 10 a.m.
I'm exhausted.
I'm so tired and hungover.
Yes, Micah had a fun-filled day of debauchery yesterday, and we had to move up our recording today to 10 o'clock because of a hockey game that he's in today. During normal
beer league
time.
hockey. And ironically, being drunk during it's not good. It's not fun.
We're going to get through these beers, and he's got enough time to...
Yeah, enough time to detox for the big...
Sweat it all out.
For the big game.
Dude, you're going to be sweating bullets. You're going to stink.
We're just going to go run outside for like 40 minutes right after this.
Yeah.
Just sweat it all out immediately.
Oh, it's going to be gross. What are we doing? I don't think we're composed enough yet to get this going.
No, I'm way too fucking tired for this shit. Got this like grumbly voice. I could do the whole podcast in this southern grumble.
Yeah. Here we are at the brunch episode where neither of us want to be here.
Yeah.
No. Episode 10 we give up. Right now.
Well,
10 was enough.
There's no more reason.
Dreams are dead.
No one's listening anyways.
Hey, all 5 of you that have checked out the podcast, we love your listening.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We do this for you.
All 5 of you.
All 5 of you. You get us up out of bed every day. Thank you so much. All right, let's just jump right into this first 10 o'clock beer. This 10 in the morning brew that we got here. It's actually pretty good. It works, honestly, for as early as it is in the day, it's a pretty refreshing drink. So, okay.
All right, you ready?
I hit pause, took a couple sips. Back at it. Charged,
Energy
ready
up.
to go.
Let's go. Gotta get up there.
Our first beer of the day is a Nashville beer from Jackalope Brewing Company. And Jackalope is a very interesting brewery. For a couple reasons, but this beer is called Lovebird. And this is a seasonal beer they release every year. It kind of kicks off their all of their seasonal stuff that they're going to do for that year. They have like a Love Fest every single year that they call it, where you have like endless pints of that stuff. Like you can go in, it's a whole thing. They have like live music, I think.
Do you have like dates for when this is happening?
Yeah, they've already done it for this year.
Oh.
They've already done 20. They do it in March.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, they do it in March every year. So on the can, it has a fun little thing. It says "Drink Legendary" because apparently this is like a legendary bird.
Really?
The lovebird. Yes.
Oh well. Yeah.
It says pair of lovebirds in a tree. Brewing. Brewing. First comes wheat, then comes berries. Pop that top and drink legendary. So fun little.
Pretty cute.
Yeah, little cute boy. This is like a big spring kickoff beer. Better description on the website. The abundance of strawberries and raspberries married with wheat in each batch of Lovebird results in a light yet flavorful brew. The fruit adds a tartness and berry aroma, as well as a slightly pink color, while the wheat gives it velvety base.
So what I like about this beer, just right out the gate, is like I know it's got strawberry and raspberry in it, but it's not like that's not the like pronounced flavor. You know what I mean? Like it's still a wheat beer, so it's not like sweet or kind of fake tasting. Like you get that with a lot of the fruit beers. You're like, oh, this is lemon, and it's a lot of lemon, like the shandies and whatnot. So I mean, this tastes like just a normal beer, quote unquote, but it's not fruity. Like, it's not super
they
fruity.
don't overdo the fruit. It is a perfect marriage of the two flavors of like wheat and fruit. One's not really overpowering the other. It is a light beer. It's a 4.4%.
Yeah. Session ale.
Yeah, it's pretty it's also very hazy. You would think this would maybe be a little bit higher, but it doesn't But I think that's why it's not like overly sweet. It doesn't have a ton of. It's not overpowering on the flavor, and it's very easy to drink.
Yeah.
Very light. This is one of my kind of seasonal favorites. It has a tiny bit of tartness to it.
Yeah.
It's a really, really good beer. I love this beer. Every time this is out, if I can get this on draft at places, I love it. Like every single year, I'm just like, yes, Lovebird's out. Let's do it. This is a great local beer.
I've had this on draft a couple of times, and I will say on draft it's better because everything's heightened and
Usually all beers are better.
Well, it's just because the carbonation's not as strong typically, so those bubbles kind of take some stuff out of it. But yeah, I like this. I love this beer. Really, I mean, I've had it several times, so I'm glad we're highlighting it. We really need to highlight the brewery.
Yes. Okay.
And how special it is, not just to Nashville, but to everyone.
So, what's interesting about this brewery, Jackalope, is they were, from my understanding, the first brewery ever started that was started by only women. It was 2 women that started this brewery. A female, brewmaster, and then her business partner. And so originally I thought this was like maybe the first thing for Nashville, but apparently it is like the first time 2 females have come in and be like, nope, this is our brewery, we're doing this. Like they're the first ones to do it. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty positive that that's right. So it's not only like historic to Nashville and Tennessee, but just like countrywide for female brewers. That being said, the reason I wanted this on the show, not only for springtime, this beer, was specifically for that. There's this article that came out that is complete horseshit. Now, I'm not saying the results were horseshit.
Can you name the site it came out from? Because I'd love to try it.
There's several. I think Stanford University did this study.
What the? This came from Stanford?
This came from Stanford. This is a real study that they did. And they
if it's a study, it's not their fault because they just found the results. So it's really people are shit. So
it's people are and it's not that the article or it's not that the article or the study is garbage. It's just the results piss me the fuck off. Like that's really what it is. They surveyed like so many people. I think it was only like 1,700, which I mean that's a pretty solid base for like results for surveying stuff. But the results basically came out that if a man finds out that a beer was made by a woman, they are less likely to like that beer. Which is just the stupidest fucking thing. Like, what did they do? Go to a fraternity house and find like every drunk douchebag that's been drinking Natty Light all day, and then
like, if a woman made this, would you like? Oh fuck no, bro.
No, fuck no, dude. Dicks are better than vaginas, and it's cool. Dudes are the best.
I don't understand.
But they just rode up into fucking Trump country, and we're just like,
I know. Okay, this is just my own like thing, but I just feel like, and hopefully I'm not gonna get in trouble for saying this, but I just feel like women are usually so much better at details than men. Like, I'm not like, and that's just me personally. I'm like a overall kind of picture guy. Like I don't look at all the details of things. It's just whatever. But I just feel like more times than not, women just tend to be better at like the small stuff, like getting everything right. And like this beer, like why would they not be able to do a beer that's amazing and tastes freaking awesome? Like that's so stupid.
That's really ridiculous. And I'm more inclined to want to try beer if I hear that a woman has made that beer because you don't see as many women brewers. They're out there, and there's a bunch of them, but it's definitely an industry that is mostly run by men.
It's kind of hot. I mean, I'm like, hey, it's kind of a hot thing. You're sweet.
Nice. No, I mean it's so interesting to find women that can brew, and I think that they obviously will make stuff just as good, if not better than men. This is like one of my favorite seasonal beers, and it was made, by a female brewmaster, and I just think it's ridiculous that any moron would be like, yeah, I'm less likely to drink that if a woman drank it. Like these must be either the snobbiest, like misogynistic assholes, or it was a bunch of college bros that did this survey. Because I don't know, maybe they just took surveys on campus at Stanford, and they even showed people the same can art. And on one side they would say this was made by a woman, on the other side they would say this was made by a man. And the ones that was made by a man, like 90% more often, they were more likely to want to drink it. The same fucking can. They don't. It's like a blind study, like on that.
What?
Yeah, fucking ridiculous. I don't understand that.
Well, I would love to be part of that study to know how I'd honestly answer it. Like, because I think that's like subconscious level. Like when you're answering like that, like you're like going to a party, it's just like, oh, I think this beer was actually better.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like you're not really answering because of who made it. You're trying to judge your taste buds.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, well, your taste buds are misogynistic.
Yeah, your taste buds are sexist assholes.
Yeah, jeez. Screw you guys.
Put your assholes on your tongue.
What an image. You just painted.
Yep, there you go. No, and like, I'm totally into the whole like female empowerment movement that has been the last 5 years. It's been really huge, and to try and just be like, no, women can do great stuff just as well as dudes. And if you think otherwise, you're a jackass. Like, it is so stupid.
Why is this ever a thing? Like, why?
I don't know why this has to... I don't even know why it has to be a thing. It's kind of crazy when you think about it, but I love it. I think it's great. I'm loving, like, seeing lots of, like... You see lots of, like, girls going out there and they're, like, doing, like, power squatting in the gym all the time. Like, being like, no, I'm fucking muscly as hell and I could probably wrestle you and beat you. And it's like... Cool. I'm a little scared, but cool. Like, all right. It's like that's and I think a lot of women are like trying to, in their own ways, find like some form of empowerment, and like that's one. Obviously, like
just saying, like why, like I just like, it's total patriarchy type thing. Like why was this a thing? Like why was like nah y'all suck. Like
I don't
stupid.
Know.
Anyway,
dudes suck. Dudes are sucky. They're shitty. They're
What's wrong with us? What's wrong with it? Jeez.
Wow, you're awful. No, I mean, there's like a moment in the new Marvel Endgame movie. Okay. There's a total girl power moment. It is badass.
All right.
And my girlfriend, she was like, "Oh, this is awesome! All the girls, like this is all the ladies."
Yeah.
She's like into it, and I look over and there's another girl in the middle of like our row. And she, like, sat forward, and she kind of, like, had her hands on her face, and she's smiling so big during this moment. It was awesome. It was, like, a very empowering moment. I was watching, I was like, this is badass, dude. And it was a sick moment. I wish it had gone on longer, honestly. I think they cut it a little short. But yeah, it's, like, it's kind of great to see, like, culturally, like, a lot of push on, like, female empowerment and inclusion. And I think that the brew world, if that study is accurate, like, wake the fuck up. It shouldn't matter who makes the beer. If the beer tastes good, then it's good. Like, it doesn't fucking matter who makes that beer.
Beer, like, is a blanket of society. Like, so many people go to the bar to get a beer together. Yeah. And there are all kinds of people. And I guess I'm kind of shocked because I feel like craft brew is a little, a little more woke. I don't know.
Yeah, the craft, and it could be that a lot of these beers that I don't know if this was like craft, they were really showing off craft beer. I mean, I'm sure they were, but I'm not sure like what type of audience were they pulling from. I feel like the craft beer community is very supportive. They're a very supportive community. I feel like they would all be about it. But like, what sort of beer drinkers were they polling, is what I'm saying. Was it all the dudes at
I'd like to know that.
Was it the guys at a NASCAR race? Like, I don't think that's probably...
What was their age? Like, I want to know their age, too.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff on this study, and I kind of want to look further into it, but, like, that's the general results. And I'm sure those details are in that study.
Yeah.
I just didn't bother reading that stuff because the bullshit from, the main results was like, this sucks. This is rude and ridiculous. I saw somebody else on Instagram, another brewer, like he had polled a bunch of people from his Instagram and was like, what the fuck is this? And like 90% of people were like, this is some horse shit. Like, I do not agree.
Maybe their study was slanted. I don't know, because I just feel like that's absurd. And
it is absurd.
I know people are like, there's a difference of like, I don't like fruity beers, I just want a beer. Like, that's a thing. Yeah. But to get down to the level of like, who brewed it? Like, who did it?
Ridiculous.
I don't like it because you're a woman.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
Like, what?
And to that, I say, I drink this beer to women empowerment.
Cheers.
Cheers, women.
To you.
You great, fantastic female brewers. I love it. This beer is awesome. This is so good.
If you see Lovebird, it is out. Like, I know our area has it in stores, just local stores. You don't got to go, like, search really hard to go find it. But if you see Lovebird, get it.
Yeah. Speaking of in-game, I was saying this earlier, but I want to say it again. There were some moments in that film that were very emotional. Mm-hmm. And in a couple of those moments, actually, now that I think about it, there was no music. There's not a lot of noise going on. It was really just a lot of like reaction to what was happening on the screen. Mm-hmm. And there was some straight up nerd blubbering happening in this movie theater. And I teared up. I was sniffling a little bit. I was like, oh, God. And then, but it's so quiet. You can hear everybody's sniffles. So you were just hearing like a collective, like throughout the theater. And then you would just hear, there's just one guy. There's just one in the back of the theater. You just hear moaning in the back.
Did you find the blubbering, like, even though it was sad moments?
Oh, I laughed.
Were you laughing?
I immediately giggled. No, yeah, I straight up was like chuckling a little bit. I was like kind of like sad, and then I just heard in the back like.
It just pulled you out of the moment.
Yeah, I just got really pulled out because I just hear the. Like somebody really trying so hard to hold it in, but they can't.
Ooh, engines are go. Here we go.
Stupid.
What, man? You gotta have some charisma or something. I don't know. Shit. All right, next beer. Here we go. This is from Tennessee Brew Works. This is their State Park Blonde Ale. It's one of my favorites if I can find it on tap, especially because it's just a really easy drinking. Airplane in the sky. You hear this thing?
Jesus Christ.
One day we're gonna have a studio, okay? We're just gonna say it. I know you don't believe it. It's fine.
One can dream.
One can dream. With all 5 listeners, powering us forward.
Yes.
For $500 a month, each of you could
do it for the 5.
Get there. Do it for the 5. Hashtag do it for the 5. Here we go. Let's start this whole thing over. Our next beer is Tennessee Brewers State Blonde Ale. We're going to say it in an educational voice.
What are you doing the NPR voice? Stop. Everyone fell asleep while they were driving. You just caused 5 wrecks. Stop.
Stop it. Sweaty balls. Here we go. Tennessee Brewers State Park Blonde Ale. It's an American blonde ale brewed with 100% Tennessee grains. I actually learned recently it also has Tennessee honey in it, so this is a Tennessee beer, and it is brewed right here in Nashville. Want to let you know that pretty much brewed in partnership with the Tennessee State Parks, with portion of the proceeds going to the Tennessee State Park Conservancy. State Park Blonde is a crisp, sessionable American blonde ale with subtle honeysuckle notes on the nose, finishing with biscuit notes on the palate. This beer pairs well with lighter dishes and appetizers, soft cheeses, seafood, especially whitefish, oysters, crabs, and lobster.
Oh, they had a lot of things in there.
Yeah, they really
wanted you to know
gave
all
it
about
to
it.
us.
Yeah, so this is 100% locally sourced.
Yeah, I didn't realize that when I first tried this beer, like out in public somewhere. I was like, okay, State Park Blonde Ale, whatever.
Yeah.
But in my previous job, I worked with the state and would have to go visit the state building all the time. And with the conservation level, there's a gift shop, and they sold tons of State Park Blonde Ale stuff.
Yeah.
So this is something that gives back to Tennessee. If you're ever in Nashville and you're just here and you're just like, you know what, I want to try really good blonde ale. This sucker is really good.
Yeah.
Super golden in color, easy to drink. It's sessionable. It's like, I think 4.8. Yeah, It's very easy. I've had this several times with hot wings. Delish. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that would make sense. It does have 20 IBUs.
Yes.
This is a year-round available beer, which is good to know. It's not just like a seasonal thing. It's all year you can get this bad boy. It's pretty good. I really like it. I think I'm getting more used to the taste of like the honey in beers, like kind of finding that in my palate a little bit more.
Yeah,
does that make sense when I'm drinking a blonde? Like I feel like I can get little notes of the honey, and I do like that a lot. Like it's a really crisp beer, like very crisp.
Very. Very. I don't like it when, and it's not a honey ale, like they do have those, and I don't like those because it's like
it's a little it's a little overpowering.
Yeah, but
if you do like a straight up honey ale, but I love it when like blonde ales use honey.
Yeah,
in it, it's really good. I mean, and I think we did one previously, a different Tennessee. I think it was Honky Tonk or something brewing.
Yeah,
they had their honey blonde ale, and like comparably. you can definitely see like, okay, this is where the honey flavors are.
Yeah.
In these beers, and I mean, gosh, this is really, really good. The more I'm drinking it, the more I like it. It's really delicious. Delicious.
It's also now 11 o'clock, so we're a little bit further into the day here.
Getting close to noon now.
We're almost okay to
Getting
drink.
there. Almost not considered alcoholic.
Here we go.
Levels.
Let's pair this with a brunch item. Like, if you were getting brunch, okay, and you had this ale, what would you have with it for brunch?
Potatoes.
What? That's all you got?
Potatoes.
Damn, dude.
No,
So
not.
basic.
Yeah, I'm just gonna eat potato, like a raw potato.
Yeah.
Just bite right in. No. No, I just had a little bagel sandwich that was really good. A little bacon, egg, and cheese on an Asiago bagel. And that was delicious. And then I ate that, and then I tasted this beer, and I was like, oh, that worked. That was really nice. But yeah, like some breakfast hash.
Okay.
That's what I meant by potatoes.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, I was being stupid, but you know.
Yeah. I'm going to say hot chicken and waffles. I would eat this all day.
Man, I love hot chicken and waffles. It is so fucking good.
Yeah, it's everything.
It's so
It's everything
good.
you need. Fat, spicy,
Bread,
sweet,
syrup,
hot. It's everything.
sugar.
Yeah, all of it.
It's
But this
so
beer
yummy.
with that would be fire. Recently, I took my kids downtown Nashville. For anybody who wants to ever come here and go to the honky tonks, we thought it'd be fun one day while they were on spring break to go just take them to Broadway and go be a tourist in our own town.
Yeah, well,
And that's fun. I mean,
staycation-y sort of. We had the draft here and everything. And
yeah. So we took them and we went to some boot shops. We went to the gimmicky I went to Nashville shop or whatever. And it was fun. And Broadway is very crowded. It was very crowded for whatever reason. There were a lot more homeless people than I realized. Like,
Yeah.
when I say a lot, like, it used to be that you kind of would see them a little bit on 2nd Avenue. You'd see, and they would be like playing guitar. They'd be doing something, It wasn't like they were just homeless. Like now they're just blatant. Like, I'm just here. I'm homeless. Give me money. Like, I saw a sign from a guy, and I was like, if I had $1 in cash, because I don't carry cash really, I would totally give this dude. And his sign said, "Saving for a hooker." That was his sign, and I thought, I love the honesty. I love
That's pretty good.
He's like, I'm not trying to get better.
Saving up for a hooker.
I'm not trying to get out of this life. I just need to get my rocks off, at some point.
I saw a guy. So this actually wasn't a home. This is a spot where you would normally see him. A lot of times you see him like you're coming off of an interstate exit, and they're at the light.
Yeah.
If there's a light at that interstate exit, that's where they are.
Yeah.
Which it's a little frustrating because it's like there are legitimate homeless people that really need help. And then there's, like, because Nashville has become an it city and you have all these people moving here, there is this weird thing that happens where people, like, migrate, like, to, like, big cities where there's a lot of tourism happening.
Yeah.
And they post up and just kind of...
I saw some of those.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know. I mean, there's legitimate people. I think there's been, like, reports about people, like, hey, this guy, he lives in a really nice house and he just panhandles all day. Like, don't give this dude money. So that happens a lot. That's pretty frustrating. But I did see one that I loved. They weren't asking for money, but it was one of those spots where they would normally be. And it was a dude walking up and down, and he had like a blonde wig on, like a blonde female wig, and he had...
He's already going strong. Love this guy.
He had like a fishnet crop top situation.
Love it. Okay.
And a skirt with like big boots.
Okay.
And he was just kind of walking up and down, like whipping the hair around. He had a big beard. He was kind of heavier set. Painting a pretty good image here, I feel like. And he was like kind of kicking. He had like a boombox playing, and he was like, "I lost a bet. Don't give me money. Just have a good day."
Dude, kudos to that guy. That's
fucking incredible.
Awesome.
Yeah, he came through hard on the bet. Like, came through strong.
I want to know what he lost.
It was great. I don't know what the bet he lost was. I should have asked him. Because I probably could have stopped and asked him, but I was just laughing. I was like, "This is great. I love this. Can I see more of this around town?"
Definitely. Here's another trend that's going on with homeless people: is that they get enough money to rent out a suit or go buy like a costume. And I saw this one lady definitely meth addict or something. Like,
God.
the teeth said it all.
Oh my God.
Gave me the smile. It's like you could see the tonsils
Oh,
in the smile.
no. I don't want to think about it.
And she had on like this dragon suit.
That's crazy.
And she was taking pictures with tourists. They're like, yeah. And she's like, I love this. Yeah, and that's a new thing. But anyway, so I asked you, I said, hey, I want you to create 4 different sayings that would be on your cardboard sign if you were homeless. And I'm going to write down 4 things.
Yeah.
And we're going to do that. Yeah, so I had you create 4. I wanted you to create 4 things that your sign would say.
4 cardboard signs for whether or not I was homeless. I wouldn't see, like...
You're begging for money. You're panhandling. Whatever it is.
Panhandling.
Yeah.
And mine would be panhandling. I'm going to say...
You
if I was legitimately
you're paying
homeless...
bills.
If I was legitimately homeless, I would find the appropriate help. I would not be on the side of the street trying to...
That's true.
I would either do one of those like homeless newspaper things, like all those people that are like trying to use the things that are there and they're not asking for handouts or they're not panhandling.
Yeah.
More power to you. There's tons of resources. There needs to be more in Nashville. It is just like almost every street corner at times. It feels like there's somebody out there asking for money.
Okay, I gotta ask you a question because
Go ahead.
I think the entrepreneurial spirit is something to be admired, right? And so, okay, the guys that sell the newspapers, I love it. It's like you got a job, you know. I might not even read your newspaper, but you're you're doing something.
You're doing
right?
something, and that's like encouraging for people. Like people want to help those people out there, like trying to do something.
Okay, go ahead. All right, your first sign. What is it?
I do dance for $1, and my dance though would be really disappointing. So they give me the $1, and I just give them a little shimmy, just a little shoulder shimmy, like, and then I sit like I barely move.
Yeah.
They give me the $1, I barely move, just, and I sit back down, and then hopefully they're like mad, and they're like, "What the fuck was that? You said you do a dance. That wasn't a dance. That was a shake."
Yeah.
And then I'm like, "Give me another $1. I might do more." You gotta always leave them wanting more. You gotta always leave them wanting more.
That's pretty good.
I would leave them wanting a lot more, and for each $1, I would add something else to the dance.
You would just keep building it until it's like, well, for the rest of this dance, it's going to be $10.
Yeah, you gotta pay me $10. You get the whole. You get the whole dance. You pay me $10. Just saying. Oh shit. Just saying.
Yeah. Just saying. Just whatever. All right. Here's mine. Mine are more like just statements.
Okay.
Not much action here. Felt cute. Might sleep under a bridge later. I don't know.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh.
You weren't ready for that?
No, I wasn't.
You're like,
That, honestly, if I saw that, if like there was somebody who was homeless or like maybe panhandling and they had that sign, I'd be like, you're only aware of that exact statement if you have social media. There's no fucking way.
True, but it's
and
good.
then I wouldn't give them the $1.
Oh, what?
I wouldn't give them a $1 because I would know that they're faking it. Fucking fakers.
What if it said hashtag anything helps?
I would totally not give them a $1. Hashtag anything helps.
Come on, man.
That's my next one is anything helps ... with my constant erections.
Okay. Well, anything helps. Anything.
Anything helps with my constant erections.
I don't even that, but that's not asking for anything. And also, you would have to have a heart on in that moment, like holding the sign.
Maybe I do.
You'd probably have to have some like gym shorts on or something.
Maybe I do.
To really show it, you know.
Maybe I just like taped a water bottle to my leg. You don't know.
Well, that would help sell your point.
Yeah, I would sell the point, and then we'll see how many people try to pay me $1, and then we'll see if I eventually get arrested for potential prostitution. We'll see.
You know, I mean, I think with that sign, anybody that makes eye contact with you got to give them this look like,
Right,
see it?
You just give them a quick eyebrow raise, like a.
You know what I mean?
You look down, you look back up.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Good.
Gotta give them a little extra.
Yeah,
okay.
go to your next one.
Oh, shouldn't have gone there. Okay, your turn.
Okay.
Damn it.
Yeah. So we had to cut one of Cody's because it was offensive. So
Way too offensive.
it was way too offensive. So we cut that one and we just went back to mine. I will punch my own face for $1.
I would pay for that.
Yes, exactly.
I would absolutely
Listen,
pay for
I'm a
that.
businessman here. I'm trying to figure out how can I get the
For
audience.
$1?
Yeah, for $1.
Why did I say $5?
No, I feel like you're gonna get more bang for your buck if you keep the
you
price
can be a little
low.
softer on the punch if it's for $1.
And if they're like, that wasn't good enough, you're like, this is like my dance one. I give them a small punch, like oh damn, he punched himself, but that wasn't that hard. Would you punch yourself harder for 5? Fuck yes, I would. I'd knock myself out for 10.
All right. I'll knock myself out for 10. I'll lay in the street and piss on myself for 30. Whatever you want.
I got a stun gun. I'll just stun gun my nuts for $100.
My drug dealer increased his prices.
Oh, okay. Well, that's honest.
Legit.
That feels like that would be honest.
Yeah. I like the honest ones.
Yeah, you're right. I do like I like the one that's like, let's be honest, I'm just going to buy a beer with this. I've seen that one before.
Yeah,
like, I love that, man. Here, take $1.
I mean, maybe it's bad to just be like, keep living like you're living, but, you know.
I don't know. I do appreciate the honesty more than the people who are faking it. Because you can't tell the difference, but the people who are honest and do stuff like that, like, they're probably not faking it. They probably just don't care. Okay, so my last sign is I would have, this is a gimmicky one.
Okay.
I would have a mask on of a witch.
Ooh.
Okay, like a Halloween witch mask.
Witch.
Or witch paint, or I'd be dressed up like a witch in one way or another.
It
would just say, "Kiss from a witch. Name your price."
Dude. Well,
a witch's kiss.
Okay.
Name your price.
Would you be dressed like you are today, which is like the Hawaiian shirt and khakis?
No, I'd be in a full-on garb. I would have a long robe. I would have a broom, hat, maybe a fake cat near me.
I kind of want you to just go do this anyway.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be homeless.
Just have a sign that just says, "Kiss from a witch, name your price."
Yeah.
And then we'll see what we get.
Dude, I mean, legitimately, you should go get whatever this is going to require. I kind of want to pay for it just to have it happen.
Yeah.
Because I think it would be a great time. I think you would get so many weird things.
Yeah. I'd probably get arrested.
They'd be like, here's, some lint from my pocket. You're like, and kisses granted.
Oh, I give you, and here is witch's kiss.
Yeah.
And then it's actually me just throwing dirt in their face.
Yeah.
Here's witch's kiss.
Or you could just have a pocket full of glitter.
Yeah.
You keep and
I just blow it at them. A witch's kiss.
Okay, my last one is $1 a day gets me a Lime-A-Rita.
That works. There it is. $1 a day makes the Lime-A-Ritas go down easier.
Give me a lime. I'm gonna go to the store. Just give me a couple Lime-A-Ritas.
You actually have a sign that says, "Hey, can someone go to?" It's like a long sign. It says, "Hey, can someone go down to the Kroger on 81st and at Arthur Avenue?" I don't know, making something up. Can someone go down to the Kroger on 81st and buy me a Lime-A-Rita? Don't get the peach. Like, give me the normal Lime-A-Rita. It's just this like super long,
very specific, like detailed.
Yeah, very specific detailed. Some people having to read it like forever, and they're like, "Oh shit, the light's green. I gotta go."
I would love it when they came. Like, if somebody actually did it and they came back and you quiz them, like, did you go to 81st and Arnold? Because if you didn't do it, I don't want this Lime-A-Rita.
Yeah, I only want from there they have the best ones. Their Lime-A-Ritas are the fucking best.
Out the can. Out the can, dude. I think Kiss from a Witch. It's gotta happen.
We'll see. Maybe this Halloween, Kiss from a Witch coming to a street corner near you. Oh, we gotta move on. Oh, God.
On to the next one. On to the next one.
Okay, we're on to the next beer. It is called Pedal to the Kettle from Upland Brewing out of Bloomington. Oh. I didn't know we were doing that.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Those are some loud sips. Don't do that. This one's out of Bloomington, Indiana. Anyway, so this is a Kettle Soured Ale. And this is their description. While we age our sour ales in barrels for months, even years, we took a different spin on Pedal to the Kettle. We fermented it right in the kettle to give it a distinctively tart finish. The grapefruit, peach, and strawberry flavor complement the aromas of rose and hibiscus petals. They give it a pinkish purple hue. Go ahead, take it for a cruise, and enjoy those summer flowers before they fade. This has a 6% ABV, and they listed, like, on their website, they listed their malts and the yeast strain that's in there. It's this is like they have a lot of really interesting looking stuff. But this beer is pretty delicious. It kind of tastes like a strawberry lemonade. A little bit.
I'll give you that. I think because of the rose and the hibiscus that's in there, it reminds me of like a fancy tea. Yeah, like there's certain teas that people get. They're like, it's got hibiscus and pineapple and all this stuff and loose leaf tea. It's kind of it's a little fancy, whatever, but it's good. It's really good.
I really love the fruit flavors in there.
And
so this is like Lovebird, but the fruit is way more powerful.
It's not even the fruit, man. It's just like everything.
Everything's. They just turned the master volume up. Is really what it feels like.
That like fruity floral flavor. There's like go to 11.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot. I mean, it's very very flavorful. Very pink, hazy. It's really good. Another crisp. A lot of crisp.
This is a sour, right?
Yes, it's technically a Kettle Sour Ale.
Yeah, it's there.
It's sour. It's good. It's like, but what I'm saying is like the sour notes are really good. The strawberry flavor for me is there a lot. That's why I kind of said strawberry lemonade, just because it reminds me of that a little bit.
Sour, sweet.
This is a good conversion beer for me. Lovebird is also a good conversion beer, but I feel like this would be a decent heavier conversion beer.
Yeah, no, this is definitely like Lovebird is someone who already likes just every beer. They love every beer and they appreciate what they're doing. This is, like you're saying, conversion beer where it's a little bit sweeter because of the sour, which I know maybe that doesn't make sense. I don't know, but it just, on the palate, like everything's a little bit brighter. It's not as wheat focused.
Well, they went higher in the ABV too, so that sometimes counts into that sweetness you're going to get with like their flavors there. You're getting a lot of that fruit flavor on the front. Their aroma's really good. It smells nice. I think I get more of the tea thing you're talking about from the smell than I do the actual flavor.
Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to think, like, because it's so sour, because it's very sour. Like, tasting it again, I'm thinking, no, this thing's like, it's got punch to it. Like, if you like lemon shandies, you'd probably like this beer a lot.
Yeah, it's actually more sour than I like. You're right. I think it's just because I'm getting a lot of that fruit. I'm not even thinking about it when you're kind of concentrating on the sour. It is sour. It's a sour beer, which, I mean, I enjoyed those, so I like it.
Okay, all right. I need to bring up something that has happened here recently. So there is a high school in Houston, Texas, that has recently enforced a dress code on adults picking up their children.
Okay.
Or not even picking them up, like just coming in to like sign up for stuff.
Yeah, just like if the adults are going to be at the school, they have a dress code as well.
Yeah, and I'm going to read you some of the things that are required or that they don't want happening anymore.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's see. This is from a website called The Cut that has covered this. The New York Times originally reported on it, though. But it says, the public school notified the families of its 1,600 students this month that visitors to the school would be turned away if they wore any of its newly banned styles, including sagging clothes, jeans torn from the buttocks, bottom, quote-unquote, to all the way down, pajamas, hair rollers, and satin caps and bonnets. This final item targets... Oh, never mind. We're not going to go into that. Anyway... We won't go that far into it because, I mean, there might be a slant to it or whatever, but I just feel like putting any kind of thing on an adult, like, you're not showing up in strippers' clothes, like...
Dude, yeah, but you know that there was enough parents at that school showing up in, like embarrassing things or things you're like, yeah, you shouldn't wear just a robe into the school, Dave. You tripped and fell down the stairs that one time and everybody saw your ass. Everyone saw your ass. Your kid was totally embarrassed. Like, I feel like there does have to be... Some parents are willing to, like, just... They don't give a shit. And they come in anything. And it's kind of mind-boggling when people do this. Obviously, it was happening enough to where the school felt like, we gotta put something down on this.
But who's it for, though? That's my point. It's like, is it for the workers at the school? Or is it for, like, are they trying to make the people better? Like, their whole thing was, like, their whole stance was, we want to set a high example for your students. You know, like, that's what we're trying to do every day. Okay. And we expect you to do that every day. I get it, but at the same time, there have been plenty of times where it's like, I don't even have underwear on. You know, I'm just in some gym shorts. It doesn't matter.
Balls out.
Yeah, just drop my kids off. I mean, balls aren't out, but, you know. Just drop my kids off. I just threw on some clothes.
If you're, like, in the carpool and you're dropping your kids off, you're not going into the school. I don't think that that's a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, if I have to go into the school, there has been times, there was one time specifically that we were running late, and it was just like, you know, I just had on what I had on, and I absolutely hate it. Like, there have been times where I go to the school and I don't have shoes on. Like, I'm not even driving my car with shoes on. So if we were late in that moment, I'd be walking into the school like no shoes, totally embarrassed. Like, just plap, 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 plap. Yep.
I feel like in that instance, you gotta own it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm here with no shoes. What the fuck are you wearing today?
Like, I got another
this
job.
idiot with shoes on.
Idiot. Y'all in here all dressed up nice. I'm gonna go home and go to sleep.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm comfy. What are you wearing?
Yeah.
That shirt looks way too tight.
All right, so I guess my thought around this is, where's the line of, like, dress code? You know, like, because you got to give people some grace a little bit. You know, just be like, I get it. It's early. My kids get dropped off at 7:15 in the morning. Yeah. Which means that our house wakes up at like 5:45, and that sucks. It sucks to wake up super early. I know some people are like, I'm up at 4:30 or, you know, to go to work, but I don't know, when you're like dealing with a bunch of kids and stuff in the morning, you're just like, I'm just gonna get through this. I'm gonna go home, I'll shower, I'll get on my business clothes, and then I'm gonna go do my stuff. And that's not how all this works anyway for the kids. But I don't know, where's the line? Where's the line drawn? I think the like no ass jeans. That's that's pretty fair.
Why would you be wearing jeans with your ass out?
You haven't seen those? You haven't seen those? It's just it's literally just the seams. There's like $260 is how much these jeans.
It's just the seams.
Yeah, it's just the seams. Like, it's like a style.
Is it just like threaded and shredded all the way down or something? I don't understand what you're saying.
Your mind's blown right now.
I don't even get what the fuck you mean. Like,
okay, you know how your jeans are held together?
Yeah.
Okay, like down the legs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stitched
all
together.
that's still there.
Okay, all that's still there.
Yeah, the bottoms.
Okay.
Like the ring around your ankles.
Yeah.
That's still there. Okay. Up, back, the legs. You like back up. Okay. The belt around you and like the zipper.
Yeah.
Like that's all there. Everything else is gone. And you got pockets. They kept the pockets. So you have nothing. You have nothing.
Okay. I have two concerns here. One concern is, who the fuck thought this was a good idea? This is a stupid... Why? Yeah. What the heck? Okay, that's like a weird stripper's porn fantasy outfit. I don't know what the fuck that is, okay? I'm just gonna get that out of the way. The other concern I have is, what parent wore this to the school? Somebody at the school wore this. Yeah. And they had to write it down like, hey, don't wear that to school when you're picking up your kid. Like, what motherfucker wore that and was like, yeah, this is good to go pick up my child.
This is fine.
Yeah, this is good. This is good to go pick up my 14-year-old son in.
I mean,
this will be great.
It's high fashion, though.
No, it's not.
They're sold as high fashion.
It's dumb fashion. It's
dumb
stupid.
Fashion. Yeah, no, that's real.
I'm wearing a $13 Hawaiian shirt. Fuck off.
I like that shirt, though.
No, it's a nice shirt. I like it. Okay. Sorry, we had to pause because Cody had he peed himself and has a foot fetish now. All right.
Love them feet.
Yeah, I look down at his phone and he has his camera on and it's just pointing at my feet.
Yeah. I was just gonna put you on Craigslist as you know,
feet freak.
Yeah, feet freak.
Feet freak 69.
See if we get something.
Yeah.
Get some hits.
Yeah,
all right,
for sure. Okay, so the line. I feel like I'm just gonna do two. I'm gonna do two quick ones. Okay.
Yeah.
Pasties. Just pasties?
That's
not enough. You gotta do more than that. You gotta more clothes than pasties. Mm-hmm. Banana suit. That's too much. You've gone too far.
You could get away with a banana suit.
You could
straight up come into an administrator's office, and be like, "Yeah, I gotta sign my kid out," and they'd be like,
"What?"
Okay. Like, they would laugh probably a little bit, but they would let it go.
Fishnet shirt, tank top.
No.
That's perfect. That's the line.
That's it.
It covers with pasties. Covers up just enough. That's the line.
Like, that's acceptable.
You gotta have normal jeans.
Beyond that's too much, or that's the line.
That's the line. That's like right where we are. Fishnet tank top with pasties and short jeans. Short jeans.
Yeah.
Where you can see the pockets out the bottom.
Rollerblades.
Rollerblades and a pink cap.
Yeah, you rollerblade into the office.
Yeah.
Spin around before you ask for anything.
I'm here to sign up my son. And you spin around.
Just spin around. You give a neck whip.
And you just keep spinning and you give them that neck whip every time you come around until they're like, okay, what's their name? And then you're just
you stop.
Jeremy!
Oh, I would love to do that. That would actually be so good to do.
Yeah, I'll do the witch's kiss, and then you do tank top Terry. And,
I'm changing schools this year, so I could probably do it. My kids are going to a different school next year.
Yeah, you
last day,
him,
just come sign them out.
Yeah, last day of this school, like this is the new me, and then you.
I'm gonna put on my inlines. I'm just gonna skate all the way in. Actually, I'll probably have to wear some kind of jacket because they have like a button. Like when you go to school, there's a button you gotta hit, and it's got a camera, so they know who you are.
You should wear like tearaway pants and tearaway jacket. So the second you're in, you strip all of it out. And you just rollerblade in.
That would be... Oh, wait till it's Grandparents' Day and come in and do that.
Yeah.
Like go to the cafeteria, all the grandparents in there. Like, I'm here to eat lunch.
I'm here for lunch with Jeremy.
That's not even a kid's name.
I know. You call your kid Jeremy all day. Dad, what is this?
Jeremy.
Dad,
Jeremy.
I know you've been going through some shit lately. You lost your job, but come on.
Come on. All right, let's change beers.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, our final beer of episode 10 is from Boulder Brewing, or I guess Boulder Beer Company, out of Colorado. It is their Shake Chocolate Porter. This is their description. Velvety smooth with subtle coffee-like notes, this porter serves a devilishly delicious dark chocolate finish. That's really all you need. I'm not gonna bullshit this beer. Whatever.
What's the ABV?
Oh, ABV on this sucker is 5.9. Oh. The bitterness level, IBU, is 39, so not overly, it's not even half.
That would be heavier, honestly, but maybe that's why it's so much smoother.
Yeah.
This is really...
Man.
The first sip I had, I was just like, that's some really good chocolate drink.
Yeah.
It's good. I've had a lot of porters and darker beers, stouts and stuff, and a lot of them go for like chocolate, coffee. This is heavy on the chocolate front, very light. Like those coffee notes they're talking about are almost not even there. Like they're barely, you can taste them, but they're
splash of chocolate or coffee.
Yeah, splash of coffee. This is like one of the most flavorful like chocolate beers I've ever had.
Yeah, porters, they tend to reside on the like coffee note, like that's like Guinness and all.
Yeah,
I mean, Guinness isn't a
stout.
That's a stout, but still, like this is like 100% says chocolate shake. Like I legitimately like when I've drank it, the aftertaste is I think I could have been drinking a chocolate shake.
Yeah, a little
legitimately.
bit. Yeah, it's. I mean, this could be a conversion into dark beers. Sort of a beer. Ooh. Like this would be a good conversion beer for stouts and porters and stuff. I feel like this is really.
I love it.
Like honestly, porters are one of my least favorite styles of beer. I like pretty much all beer, and I will drink pretty much anything.
Porters are usually like winter. Like it's not something I want right now. It's starting to get warm and whatever. But go ahead.
But yeah, so usually not my forte. This is like really heavy. I can't do more than one of these. Even this one, it's it's sweet and got a lot going on. Very thick. But all of that aside, this is probably one of the best porters I've ever tasted.
Yeah, I'm making a pot roast today, and this is what I'm drinking tonight with it.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Yeah, pot roast, mashed potatoes, carrots, the whole thing. Like, and this sucker is going with it, and it's very much like I know every time you drink
I just had another sip and was like, what the fuck? This is so good. Like, what?
Man, Boulder beer. You made a wizard. That's what we're doing.
That's exactly what this is wizardry.
Yeah.
This had a witch's kiss in it.
Witch's kiss?
A kiss from a witch was in this beer.
Somewhere there, they paid $1 for it.
They paid $1.
Yeah. They're making more than $1.
Yeah. Man, like, after you let the flavor sit for a second, you get more of, like, the normal porter taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
Like, that you would get.
Yeah.
Okay, I just drank a dark beer. But then, like, that first sip, like, then it first goes in. Good Lord, that flavor's good.
Very, very, very good. All right.
Highly recommended.
So that's Boulder beer. They're
I'm not
shake.
going to get over this one until it's over. This is really good.
I know.
Some
Shake
pancakes right
chocolate porter. Okay, that's the one.
Yeah,
And
I want some
just-
chocolate pancakes right now.
Ooh, yeah. No. Well, you know, us being in the brunch time zone right now.
This is a good time of day for
This
that.
is a brunch beer all
Yeah, if
day.
you're eating the right stuff with it, yes.
I don't care what you're eating with it. It's like coffee and chocolate. It's
You're right.
everything.
You're right. It's got all the right notes there, but
Every time I drink it, I'm saying,
yeah,
I love
every
this.
sip, every first sip, it's like, oh, yeah,
so good.
more.
So good. Okay. All right. The last thing of the day. I'm going to tell a semi-embarrassing story
Okay,
of myself. Okay.
go ahead.
And you can have whatever, you know, if you got commentary, just throw it in.
Yeah, I
It's
will
fine.
always.
Yeah. All right. So I was probably 24, 25 when this happened.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But I was working a late shift at a call center, and I didn't get off work until 9 o'clock.
Okay.
All right, and I had to work obviously on Fridays, and somebody was having a party at a friend's house. It was like, hey, the party's going on. My wife was already there, and I get off work at 9 o'clock, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna change. Okay, like, I'm gonna go home and get out of these work clothes or whatever, and just put something more comfortable on. And I go home, and when you know, it was summertime when this happened. So, like, all the bugs of Tennessee are out. They love everything about me. You know, like, I am the Chinese buffet of mosquitoes. They can't get enough of me. I don't know why. My blood's great stuff to them. They love it.
I like that blood.
Blood. Anyway, like, General So's, that's me.
General So's blood.
Yeah, anyway, so I go home, and it's about 9:30, okay? And I'm trying to unlock my door, and we have a porch light on.
Oh,
right?
no.
Yeah, this is good.
Oh.
Yeah, and I don't know, like, I don't even know how to combat this. Like, I have no idea how to combat porch light bugs. And I'm going, and I get home, like, okay, I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna put on some shorts or like a shirt or whatever, and just like get into something more relaxed to go to this party. It wasn't really a party, it's just like a get together, but whatever. And I go and I'm like unlocking the door, and there's a shit ton of bugs.
Yeah.
Shit ton of moths.
Way
and
too
it's
many.
Like they're flying
Yeah.
everywhere.
God, no, I hate it.
It's so terrible. And I'm trying to unlock the door, and then a fucking moth lands on my ear and decides to crawl into my fucking ear canal.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Like, straight out was like, bzzz, and just
Oh,
goes
no.
into my ear. Okay.
Oh, that dude.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with that. No.
Let's calm down a second. Okay, so I jump off the porch immediately. I jump off and I'm shaking my head like I'm a crack addict on my sidewalk. And like pounding the side of my head. Like I'm jumping up and down. Okay, pounding the side of my head. So I'm like, a bug just went in there and everything stops. Okay, and I think, all right, this bug
Maybe
is
I got
gone.
it out.
Yeah, the bug. It came out, and then immediately I'm gonna tap on this mic just so you can hear what I heard. All right, maybe you can like dull this down in the audio.
Don't do it too loud, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is. Yeah. Maybe.
I can't hear that.
Hold on. I'm testing out the audio because I've got to give you an accurate description. It's like this. In my eardrum, or actually more like this.
Oh god,
Yeah,
no.
inside my brain, and a squeal. There's a squeal that's happening. It's like, you know. So imagine this like this.
The moth is just as scared as you are. He's like,
Yeah.
what have I done? What have I done?
It's like this. I'm shaking my head, and I'm like, calm down. It's like, you know, whatever. That's what I'm getting. And I'm like, ah! I scream. Like, I am screaming. And I'm literally pacing back and forth in front of my house. And there's a neighbor that lives across the street who's always outside. She's like, you okay? I'm like, no, I'm not okay, Debbie! I'm not okay. And I'm like, I continue to, like, shake. And I'm like, I'm shaking my head and I'm hitting the side of my head, just like, like pounding the side of my head, trying to get it out like it's water from a pool. You get water in your ear. And I'm thinking, okay, if I do this enough, it's going to come out. Pause again. It just keeps coming back. And I immediately think, like, it's going to crawl into my brain. Like,
God, dude.
Panic mode sets in. And I remember calling, like, no, I don't even think I called. I didn't do anything. Like, I didn't call anyone because I was so terrified of what was happening.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I was absolutely terrified. I go to the hospital, but I'm driving, and every time this happens, I'm having a seizure. Like, every time the bug is trying to escape my ear canal, it is like, literally everything seizes up. So I'm, like, on the other side of the road, my hands are all, like, curled up. Like that. And I go into the ER, and they're like, what's wrong, sir? I'm like, there's a moth, and he's trying to eat my brain.
I think you're on drugs.
Dude,
this crackhead.
They had to have thought that something was wrong with me, because I'd be sitting there, I'd be fine, and then I would start tweaking when this thing was trying to leave.
Yeah, oh,
like,
no.
The straight was like, because I didn't know what to do. Have you ever had, like, a creature in your fucking mind? Because I have.
No.
And, so I'm sitting there like, it's a moth, and he's trying to eat my brain. Like, I can't even say words, because I'm so, like, paranoia about what's happening. And they're like, okay, all right, whatever. And it happens, like, right in front of the assistant, like, the bug tries to come out again. It's like, and I'm just like, can't say anything.
This guy's on something
like,
wild.
He's got to be on that K2 shit. Like,
dude. Fuck.
He's on something weird, and they eventually get me back. Okay. And I'm sitting there, and the doctor comes in. I tell her the same thing, the same disoriented manner. I'm like, there's a moth. He's crawling into my brain. Like, I'm convinced that this is it. Like, this is the end. I'm gonna die from a moth just going through my ear.
Way to die.
Yeah, just making his way through to the other ear and flying out, and that's it. And they get out this little, like, the, like, booger, like, sucker things that, like, kids get, when their babies are like, they get one of those, they fill it with warm water, they put it in my ear, and they flush it. And this moth is no larger than the size of my pinky nail. Like, it is so tiny.
It's tiny.
Yeah, insanely tiny. And I just look at it, and I was like, I'm a dumbass. Like, I just felt so stupid in that moment. But I think the best part for me was that my neighbor witnessed me cracking out for about 10 minutes on the side. Like, it's fine. I got it out. And then it started again. And it was like, I'm like screaming.
Oh my God, dude. I wish I could have seen that. That would have been funny as hell. God, that would have been funny.
Yeah. No, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good little memory there.
On that note, what was your favorite beer of the day?
It's absolutely 100% the Shake Chocolate Porter from Boulder.
Yeah, I'm up there on it, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, as delicious as it is, I'd say maybe it's just because of how early in the day it is, or maybe it's just because it's one of my seasonal favorites. But Lovebird is still like a jam for me. I love that beer. So
stay true to you.
Gotta stay true to it. It's good. Love that girl power. It's good stuff.
We could do a whole podcast on Jackalope.
Dude, I love like their summer Gosa, Casper the Friendly Gosa.
Well, Thunder
I love that
Inn,
one. Thunder Inn's pretty good. Bear Walker is like.
I almost got Bear Walker to bring.
Yeah, Bear Walker's just now in cans, which is like stupid good.
Yeah.
Brown ale, like that thing is really good.
Yep.
They have a lot of really awesome stuff. Their brewery's great. They've really done some new, like, awesome new stuff to it. They expanded. They've been doing so well. They were able to get like a new, like a spot to brew in, and then they have like their tap room. So yeah, they're doing really well. But I do love Bird. That's one of my favorite spring beers. Glad to have it on the show. And it's delish. That was mine.
Cool. Mine's still the shake. Honorable mention. I love Lovebird. I mean, I really do.
Yeah,
like it's really good.
All the beers today were really good, but it's just like
okay. So
how many have those favorites?
For anybody that's listening, my ratings are always on uniqueness. Like it's like this is a unique beer. And it's one that you need to try.
Yeah.
Like you need. I'm not saying it's one that's like got to be in rotation. You want to drink a bunch of them.
Yeah.
But you know, the Shake Chocolate Porter is one that's like you need to try this.
Yeah.
Also with Lovebird, you need to try it.
Yeah, that's true.
You need to.
It's really
and it's
good.
one I will say probably over the other that not only do you need to try it, but you're just like if you see it on tap, order it. Like
yeah, if you see Lovebird on tap anywhere ever, if you're like in the state or you know, I don't know, maybe locally somewhere near Tennessee. I don't know like how far outside of Tennessee they've been able to stretch just yet. They are like not you know huge or anything, but they're really a huge local brewery. Like they're great locally. People love them. But if you're ever in the area and you see that stuff, get it. Get it.
Yeah, do not hesitate to get the Lovebird because that is some gold.
You know what we mean, but you'll know what we mean by a spring beer when you drink it. You'll be like, oh, yep. This is all the spring flavors I love. This is good.
So anyway, well, I think that concludes this.
That's the whole episode. That's all of it. That's
the Beer Brothers. I'm Cody.
I'm Micah. Goodbye.